What's up, you guys? Yous guys. So I had like a lazy but kind of sick weekend, and but it made for good. I was gonna say TV watching, but I watch mostly films and Korean films, to be exact, that I've never seen before. I may have seen the trailer somewhere here or there, um, and they were pretty good, actually. I mean, well, if you watch my channel, you know I love Korean film in general. Of course, there's going to be some crap here or there, but I enjoyed these three. I hadn't anticipated watching any of them this weekend, but I just did. I just went down that rabbit hole, and I really enjoyed it. One was really entertaining, but freaking so crazy, so horrific. I wasn't planning on watching a horror flick, which is what it really kind of was. But yeah. So that was my weekend, and I'm not for sure if I'm going to talk about all three in this video, but maybe I will, or break it up into three parts. We shall see. You'll find out at some point by the end of the video what I did. So let's get this party started. Hey, what's up, K-drama peeps? It is I, Steffi, back. This is going to be movie reviews, as I said earlier. I am going to talk about one movie at a time. This will be in different parts. So let's start with, it was the whole weekend. I watched a movie. Friday, I watched a Korean film. Saturday, a Korean film. And Sunday, a Korean film. Yes. So Friday night, I was just kind of messing around on Amazon Prime, and I found this film here, The New Normal, or New Normal. I don't remember reading a synopsis, so I just kind of went into that film very blindly, and I just watched it. I recognized the one female lead, and I've seen her in a few things in the past. So I was like, well, I like her, so let's just... Excuse me. I'll give this movie about 10 minutes to pull me in. And that's all I really needed, because this movie was about
psychos
and dating, I guess. Yeah. And isolation and loneliness and obsession. Yeah. So it's not the movie has like several stories, and there are only two actors that I recognized. Yes. So this female lead here, sort of, like I said, it was several different stories, but all about those things I just named. And also Minho from SHINee, and Minho from SHINee's in it, and I've seen him in a few things in the past. Plus he's in the K-pop group SHINee, like I just said. I don't recognize anybody else in the film. So you have, in the very beginning, this woman lets this maintenance man in, or he's supposed to be maintenance. He was very kind of pushy to get in, and he's checking her smoke alarms or whatever, or just switching out the batteries or something. She lives in a very nice apartment, alone, and he says something to her about it, or is asking questions like, "Are you alone? You got a boyfriend coming back?" and all this kind of stuff. Things you just shouldn't be asking. And tells her she's pretty and all this stuff. And then at one point, he returns, or he goes in another room or something, and he comes out to attack her. They struggle and fight. Well, I'm sorry. Whoops. She's anticipating that he's going to attack her, and she has her stun gun ready. But she goes to get him. And, well, she's basically one of those psychos out there. So there's a beat down or whatever goes on with him. I don't know if that was foreshadowing later. If I was actually kind of confused by that. Because they go back and you see like his story later on harassing this convenience store worker. But that's later in the show. Then it goes on to another segment of a different set of people that have nothing to do with this woman. And there's this apartment complex. There's a single guy. He has this neighbor. She looks like she's a Korean Air flight attendant. He's always watching her and kind of semi-stalking her next door. And one day, crazy, because he's obsessed, sneaks into her apartment. And the way he sneaks into her apartment is crazy and dangerous. But anyways, you'll have to see that for yourself. But he gets in there. And he's just being gross. He's looking through her stuff, looking through her underwear. Dummy goes into her bathroom, finds her a toothbrush, and starts brushing his teeth with her toothbrush. Because he's gross. Now, she has like a wardrobe in the room, and you think that there might be somebody watching him through the closed wardrobe. Maybe, yeah, maybe not. But, yeah, she hears her come back to the apartment, and he hides under the bed. Because he basically, he tries to hide in the wardrobe, and here comes this body that's wrapped up in plastic falling out, so he pushes that back in and closes the wardrobe and gets under the bed. Now, he should have freaked out when he saw the body kind of coming out the wardrobe, but okay, he's too worried about getting caught in her apartment. I don't remember. I just went blank. I don't remember how they realized he was under the bed, but they do. She does, because she's by herself. And then her man comes home, and they realize he's there under the bed, and he goes and gets these like big silver balls and puts them in some kind of rope thing, and swings it and busts him in the head with it. And like, I guess they're pure solid metal, so like he messes this guy up. This dude is dead. So that's one psycho segment. And then after that, it switches over to a scene with Minho talking to his friend about dating or something in this cafe. They're having a conversation. Maybe they tell him he needs to be more open-minded or whatever. He'll meet somebody. For whatever reason, they cut over to this couple. It was a mixed couple. It was a black girl. I don't know. I'm just assuming she was American. I don't know. And a Korean guy on a date. The conversation was strange. Something about... Actually, I don't remember. I just know it ended up with him saying, like,
"What are you calling me, a monkey?" or something like that. And I was like,
what the hell was that scene about?
But anyway... Yeah, that was weird. it moves on, and Minho, or whatever his character's name is walking out of the cafe. He goes to a vending machine, and as he goes to reach for his little coffee or whatever it is, or soda, there's an envelope in there. It's telling him, if you want to meet the possible love of your life or some nonsense, go to this other vending machine or walk 100 meters or whatever, and there's another message waiting for you. And it's like on this little weird goose chase with these vending machines, and he's getting these messages. You might think that's cute or whatever. I personally think it's creepy, and I thought it was creepy. So he finally gets to the last message, and it tells him to walk 25 meters or whatever. This is, European Asian talk. I'm American. We talking feet and miles and stuff like that. But yeah, walk 25 meters to the left and wait there. So he walks that 25 meters or whatever, and he's standing there in front of this apartment building, and like there's a spot, like a circle or something that he stands on. It's like a target, and he's just waiting because he's like all lovey-dovey, hopeful, like excited to meet this new person because he's being open-minded. And he's standing there, and a freaking body drops down just to the side of him. It just missed him, because if he had been just a little to the right, it would have hit his body. He probably would have been dead from the fall. But that's crazy. And he just gets out of there. Scram. He's gone. And I'm like, dude, did you even check to see if the person was okay? But I mean, he could have just been freaked out, the character, and just took off and left. Like I said, this movie's full of psychos. I honestly think the one who threw the body out was the first woman in the beginning, because in Seoul, on the news, they show that they're looking for this female serial killer. And you see, like, the CCC cameras show her, but they only have her to the side. She takes her hat on, you see this long, flowy hair. And that same character had the long, flowy hair. And it's her. So I think she was the one that threw the body, because whatever's wrong with her, I don't know. Excuse me if you hear all this car noise in the back. I live in a city, so a city in this US of A. But so next crazy story, or crazy part of this movie, gets back to the agency in the beginning that was fixing the woman's smoke alarms, or pretending to, because he was really there for trouble to try to SA her. Okay, that's what he was there to do. But they go back, and you see like who this guy is. He's like just a hot mess, a drunk, whatever. And this takes place at this convenience store where this girl works. She's some type of gamer or whatever. Actually, she was gaming with the guy that lived next door, the Korean Air flight attendant, or something like that. And she kept telling him, don't be a punk, just go approach her, just go after her, tell her you're interested in her. She's the one that kept encouraging him to do that, not knowing that they're psychos. But anyway, so back to her story. She works in this convenience store. She hates it. People are just jerks, and she's fairly lonely. And you see her dealing with all that craziness, and at one point she is on her motorbike going home, and I don't know why she stopped by, looks like maybe the river or whatever. Not sure why she went there, but she did. And was kind of walking along, opens up this bag, sees something gross, and then you see this man come up from out of nowhere and attack her. Chases her, attacks her. It's the same guy that killed the neighbor with the silver metal balls. He finds her. He was just waiting for a victim, I guess, and chases after her and attacks her with those metal silver balls. This, I don't really even know what the point of this movie was. And I just watched it. Well, I don't know why I can't remember the ending unless that was it. But it, like I said, it somehow had to do with loneliness. And then people looking for companionship, but there's an obsession there and all that. But somehow, like, that leads to you being, unalived. And why? It was interesting to watch, and I stayed with it, but I really didn't know what the point was, if there was a point to it. I don't know. I will leave it up to you if you want to watch this movie, because yeah, it's up to you if you want to watch it. Just simply because it was really hard for me to describe. I mean, I guess it was entertaining enough because I stayed with it. But yeah, that's Psycho movie number 1. Because like I said, this weekend was just full of Psycho movies. That's what it was. So, what would I give this movie? I'd give it 3 stars out of 5. It was okay enough. It was okay. I was enough entertained. That's the best way I can describe it. Yep. So if you want to check it out, here is the trailer poster. I watched it on Amazon Prime. Oops, I forgot to talk about this little dude. Yeah, he basically gets tricked by this elderly woman, and they basically kidnap this kid. Now, I'm not for sure why. I don't know if it's for organs or for what, but yeah. So you can catch it there, and I don't know where else, but I'm gonna put the trailer in the notes, in the description, just to save you time if you want to see the preview for it. And that is it, and that is all. Peace. Look at me trying to record this damn video, and somebody's stupid car alarm goes off.
Can I go to a person in Korea?
And I better not. Okay.